Hear me, wanderer, for I shall speak, and the worlds shall listen. I have hung upon the windswept trees, and I have drunk deep from the well of knowing, and I have watched the threads of fate twist and fray across the ages. The saga I tell now is not one of glory, at least, not yet. It is the tale of the soul cast down, stripped of name and memory, condemned to rot among the dishonored dead. But the North weaves strange patterns, and even the fallen may yet rise to grasp the threads of a different fate. You stand at the threshold of the 9 realms. Before you walk them, you must remember what you are, or rather, what you were.
Hello everyone, I'm your host Hamas28 and welcome to Architect's Exodus, brought to you by FTB, and I clicked F5 too many times. There we go. And this time we're playing with shaders, and it looks quite nice. Now let's take a look at the quest book and see what's going on. Welcome to Architect's Exodus. Architect's Exodus is a story-driven Norse-themed mod pack with plenty of options to progress across the realms based on your playstyle. This pack has tons of mods for all types of players. Some mods are gated to certain realms, so make sure to explore the different options for progression. Now let's take a look at some of these chapters here. A path once walk. Okay, this might be like a later game chapter. Reach Helheim. Enter the portal and begin your journey to recover the memories stripped from you. Memories stripped from you? Are we a god? Interesting, so we're going to go to Helheim, and maybe we're going to go on a divine journey too. Anyways though, let's walk through the portal that it mentioned and see what's going on. Oh, okay. It's funny, they always do this. They always have like a central hub area, and then you have to go through the portal to actually start the mod pack. I don't know, FTB loves doing that, I noticed.
Eyes open to the reek of ash and rot, and the black breath of Helheim fills your lungs like a curse. Cold stone beneath you, slick with the filth of the grave. Your hands, scarred, broken, reeking of death. Press against the dark and push. You rise through everything in this forsaken place whispers that you should not. This is Helheim, the shore of the dishonored dead, where those judged unworthy are cast to wander for eternity. You remember nothing. No name, no deeds, no sin. Only the ache of the body that has been broken and remade by something terrible. And a fire in the blood that will not die. Divine fire. Though you do not yet know it. You are more than mortal, child. The blood of the god runs in your veins, thin and tainted though it may be. The blood alone will not free you. The spirits of the dead cling to your power even in death. Tear it from them. Drink deep of their strengths, for it was once yours to command. Hell herself bar the only gate from this place, your mother. Though she will not call you so, face her. Prove that even the condemned can still bare their teeth.
Alright, I'm liking these little monologues. So we're in Helheim, the land of the dead. A little bit of Norse mythology. What the heck is that? It's not moving. What are you? An ally? Why do you want to be behind me? I'm gonna punch you. Oh, it's a Viet. FTB Little Helper. I have no idea what it's doing though. Can I zoom in? Okay, you can dash a dead thrall, and I'm dealing like 0 damage. Okay, we gotta figure out how to actually fight. And I'm not a fan of the roll animation doing that. Okay, this side has some kind of trees, so let's see if we can harvest this for materials and make a weapon to fight these guys. Runewood logs from Malum. Interesting. Oh, I should probably check if there's... Okay, if it's gonna lag every single time I complete a task, that's gonna get very annoying very fast. Alright, here we go. So reading the quest book explains the quest book. Signs of life. So this is Helheim, the land of the dead. Many pray that I rot here eternally for what I've done, but I'm not the type to wallow in despair. I'll make it back to Asgard, even if it means killing the puny gods who chose to stand in my way. This semi-spiritual incorporation I am currently has given me the ability to fly. If I can regain some more of my former strength, I can force hell to open a path to the Bifrost. Task: gather logs and saplings. Saplings can be placed on dead coral. Bunch of skills. Malum, interesting. So I've never played with Malum, so this is going to be a learning experience for me. And these dead thralls will not leave me alone. Now it said I can fly, and we can. Okay, that's very useful. We have a little guy that's going to talk to us? Okay, that's either going to get, like... It's either going to be very useful or very annoying. This pack is semi-balanced around upgrading your stats using the Puffish skills mod. Open the skill tree using K to access your Puffish skills. You'll gain access to new skill trees as you progress through the pack. This pack uses stages to gate items behind your progression. Because of this, some items won't show up in JEI until you have them unlocked. Vaet will often provide you with tips and lore about the realms you're in. These are enabled by default, but you could toggle this feature using either of the commands below. Most mods in the pack contain a custom guide me created by the FTB team. Treat this as an extension of the quest book containing more in-depth information. To access this feature, hold G. Okay, I love that. Especially for Malum. I'm not an expert in Malum, so it's going to be pretty annoying. Now let's see, it wants us to make a stone pickaxe. Mine blackstone with a wooden pickaxe first. Well, where's blackstone? Does it want us to just mine it from here? Kind of seems like it. Go ahead and make this, and... all these guys are being very annoying. Unless there's a separate source of blackstone I can find here, which I don't think is the case. Oh no, there's some in this ravine over here. Alright, grab that. Now let's make a stone pickaxe. Pretty standard stuff. Yeah, the longer we're here, the more these random inhabitants of hell keep showing up. Luckily, they don't really do anything other than, you know, follow me around and be annoying. Ah, thank you, Vaet. Now let's see. I want to see the skill tree. K. Okay, here we go. Skills. Mimir's Well. Hell. Can I do both? Okay, this one says spell power. Hell. Max 1 health. I'll take that. And then we can go stamina. Increase ultimine. Okay, I definitely want that. There is ultimine in the pack. Melee damage. Ultimine max 8. Up here is more health, armor, demon will, bow stuff. Interesting. How do I get over here from blood sacrificing? It's locked. It's probably going to be locked until we get access to blood magic. So I'll also head down here to get that. And what is the key for ultimine? Okay, ultimine is on the grave key. Good to know. Grave key ultimine will make harvesting everything pretty fast. Now what else are we supposed to do? Basic storage. Make a barrel and a chest. Will let us get that. Stone upgrades. Make a blackstone furnace. G-ore harvesting. It looks as though Helheim's connection to the world tree Yggdrasil has allowed clumps of resources to appear throughout its otherwise barren landscape. I should search the skies for these resources, though they seem fairly limited here in Helheim in both quantity and variety. I can tap into my magical knowledge to access a few of the things I'll need, but only in other realms will I find superior materials and resources. Acquire iron ingots from G-ores. Now I'm guessing this is what it means. G-ore, block of quartz G-ore, quark G-O ore. Cluster. And this is just quartz. What do I use this for? Quartz into blocks of quartz. Nether quartz, interesting. So instead of find iron, that one's red. Let's take a look at that one. Okay, so red is for redstone. And how do we actually use this? Block of redstone. Okay, you smelt it. Now how do we find iron? I'm guessing maybe one of these ones over here. Okay, so I'm guessing it's talking about these, which is why ultimine will be very useful. And I learned there's actually no fall damage. Yep, here we go. Do I just break these? Well, that makes this, and you get the crystals. Oh, cool. Ender slime. Ender slime staff. Interesting. But now if we chuck this into the void, and that's what it said to do, right? Oh, interesting. They even have a tab for it. Void conversion only works in Helheim. You know, I probably should have did this while standing on land. Alright. Oh, wait, there it is. It's floating. Cool. And since we can fly, we could just grab it from the void. Interesting. So now we have a stack of soulstone. I still haven't seen iron though, which is a little annoying. And the void crystal also has access to Certus quartz, which I find funny. So let's go ahead and smelt this. And wait, what am I going to use for fuel? And I guess we can use the logs for now, the planks. But while we wait for that, let's see if we can go and find some iron geore. Block of iron geore. Okay, this one definitely looks like iron. It's more orange than the other one. The other one was like more white yellow. This one is definitely more orange. Okay, there we go. Iron. Perfect. Iron geore. Okay, that's gonna get us to iron tools pretty fast. And then we just smelt this into iron ingots. Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and make more furnaces to get furnace stuff done faster. And start smelting this guy. So let's split that into 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, what does the block do? Oh, you could just break it down. Perfect. Let's grab some wood and split this into 4 to smelt this. And then I think I'll harvest some trees while these are cooking so we can make some charcoal. Should make it go a little bit easier. Now it's time to produce materials from other realms here in Helheim. I can crush the soft and brittle dead coral into sand, which has many uses in crafting and smelting. Crush dead coral on a cutting board to get sand. So we're going to need a tinker's hammer and cutting board. Cutting board. Cutting board. Last time gonna say it. Cutting board. There we go. And a tinker's hammer. Tinker's hammer. Wait, does that mean I need to make a tinker's... And the tinker station. There we go. Put that all together. Now we can put this together, and that's not how you make a hammer in the slightest. Wait, how do I make a hammer? Oh, I think I need the forge for this one, because I don't see hammer on here. Oh, that's how. Oh, because it's from Embers Rekindled. Ah, Embers is in this pack. That's not good. Okay, that's a little rude of me. Not the biggest fan of Embers Rekindled. So we go ahead and make a hammer. Put down this, and now we can smash our coral. So let's go ahead and also make a pickaxe. And we should probably just make a tinker's pickaxe now that I think about it. But it doesn't matter too much. So now take the coral, take the hammer, smash it into sand to get other realm resources. And I wonder what we're going to need the sand for. And then we're going to have to work on the scythe next. The crude scythe. Every being has a soul alive or otherwise. A scythe crafted with soulstone should allow me to extract souls from the beings I kill into physical crystals. The undead's attacks may prove deadly to my weakened body. Even some basic armor would protect me from fatal injuries. Iron armor and get the crude scythe. Okay, easy enough. Crude scythe, there we go. And make some basic armor. Chest plate, pants, our booties, and the helmet. And now let's reap some souls. As you can see, their aggro range is quite big, so they've been following from everywhere, is what it seems like. And they do take a little bit of damage from the scythe, not too much though. But as you can see, when you slay them, they explode into a piñata of colorful colors. Early food. Within runewood trees, I can sometimes find cores of exposed magical tree sap, which can be stripped to expose runic sap within. This sap can provide nourishment to my wounded body, healing both mind and matter. I can smelt sand or collect glass shards from the ground to make a simple glass. That bottle will allow me to harvest and drink the magical sap. Strip exposed runewood and harvest the runic sap in a bottle. Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3, and it said the exposed runewood, which is this one. We place this, and then strip it. You can see the sap. Cool. Man, the wolves are very annoying. They're very loud. Now let me go ahead and increase the size of this chest here so we can hold some more stuff. And This is a sophisticated storage chest. Okay, how do I make it bigger? Okay, it seems like you can't. Okay, I'll just store this stuff in here for now. It's not a big deal. Glass into bottles. And collect the sap. And now we can drink it. Light snack, medium. I'm gonna save it for later. Right now we have the barbecue on a stick, so we don't have to eat it right away. Get a bountiful blessing of cabbage rolls, and work on spirit infusion. The spirit altar is the ideal crafting vessel to infuse crystallized souls into other things. This infusion has two core components, items and spirits. The main item and all spirits go on the altar, while any other item should be placed on pedestals around the main altar. Once all the required resources have been placed correctly, the altar will resonate with magical energy and begin the infusion process. Now I did do this one time in Stone Block 4, but that's about it. So I need runewood planks, runewood log, make our planks, so now we can make this guy. And let's see, we should actually also expand this platform to have a little bit more space here. Mostly so I don't have to hear all of the denizens of hell just, you know, talking underneath. Bam! Alright, spirit altar down, complete the quest, and it gives us the rest of the stuff, which is pretty nice, along with some skill points. And I'm not sure which of these we actually need, so I'll just take the first one. And we need to make soul-stained steel ingots. Soul-stained steel is a magical metal capable of using soul energy for both offense and defense. With this, I'll be able to take on Hell and her minions. This highly versatile magical metal can be created by infusing iron ingots with soulstone and several spirits, allowing it to deal and block both physical and magical damage. So to make it, we need 4 processed soulstone, 3 wicked spirit, 1 earthen spirit, and 1 arcane spirit. I'm going to bookmark that so I don't forget it. Oh, okay, that's funny. So K also toggles the shaders. That's why it looked different. Okay, I need to fix that. Okay, there we go. I unbound the key. Now, if I remember correctly, all you have to do is place the pedestals, like, around here. Like so. Not a fan of the shadow, but it does look kind of nice. And where does this go? Runewood obelisk. Good to know. Okay, so we could just place these, like, here and here, and I think that'll work. So now, if we want to make our spirit infusion, we need wicked spirits, iron, and soulstone. Alright, so green, purple, red, soulstone, iron ingot, and it looks like it's working, because they're lighting up. Oh, okay. I got it. So the spirits go on here, the soulstone goes to the right. And then it works. At least it should be working. I don't see what else I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, unless I'm supposed to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Turns out I was just using the wrong spirit, so now it's actually functioning how it's supposed to. I think I was using the sacred instead of the arcane. Okay, and then it takes it off of there. And we make soul-stained steel ingots. And we get even more. And +1 magic skill point. So now we can upgrade our gear to soul-stained. My weakened body needs protection now more than ever. Soul-stained steel gear will help protect both my physical and spiritual bodies from the dangers of Helheim. The repair pylon can easily repair this armor. I can now upgrade my iron tools into something that can break the sturdy obsidian within Helheim, upgrade to the soulstone steel pickaxe, which is pretty easy, so we're gonna do that first. Come down here, grab our bottles, do this, grab some sticks to make the soul-stained steel pickaxe, and get any obsidian, which, where do I see obsidian? Oh, I think the crevasse, maybe. Or actually, maybe it's over here? Yeah, oh. I didn't even look at you. But now you have to go. Alright, ulti-mine the obsidian. Hopefully I don't get bothered by the thralls, and I see one coming already. Okay, let me just get the obsidian, please. Please, it's almost done. It's almost done. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, grab that and get out of here. Man, these are so annoying. Because their aggro range is so large, it's like you can't escape them. It's so annoying and very, very tedious, especially the wolves. It's time I start converting items using the standard energy matter covalence conversions. Ah yes, the standard ones. Using the energy condenser, I can convert one item into EMC, and then that EMC can convert into another item without any material losses. It's interesting that we're already doing EMC, Project E, as that's very early, but you need rose quartz, which is redstone and quartz. Okay, so the bottleneck is going to be redstone though. As we don't have much redstone, we can make it from the redstone geode, but that's about it. As one of the few beings that knows the crafting method for the Philosopher's Stone, I could take full advantage of this legendary tool lost to time. Its true power lies in the ability to transmute objects from one state of matter to another. Thanks to spirit infusion, this power also extends to spiritual transmutation, transforming the inhabitants of Helheim into those from other realms. Craft the Philosopher's Stone. Then you could just right-click, right? To transmute monsters, we'll need EMC. The Klein star can be used for this. Okay, interesting. Then press the fire projectile key R while holding it to shoot a short-range ball that will transmute them. Hex Ash, which is made... Okay, that's the wrong one. This one. Arcane Spirit... Wait, what? Oh, there's the second page. There we go. Oh, I just can't read. Arcane Spirit and Amethyst Dust makes Hex Ash. You don't need Hex Ash to craft it, or you can use regular ash. Okay, good to know. And the Philosopher's Stone will take an Ender Pearl, Hex Ash, Redstone, Soul Stained Nugget, Rotten Flesh, Arcane Spirit, and Eldritch Spirit. So we gotta collect some Amethyst from here. And I think I could just break all of these, right? It shouldn't matter too much. And there's the wolves, making my day very annoying. Yeah, because block of amethyst can be turned into that. And then we just smash it with a hammer. Perfect. Smash the amethyst into amethyst dust. Then take the coal and smash that into charcoal dust. So now we just combine arcane spirit with amethyst dust. I mean, not that, with charcoal dust. Amethyst dust. Does it go on the outside? I think it's working. It looks like it's working. So this should make the magical dust, right? Ooh, it did work. Nice. Hex Ash. Quest completed. Now it looks like arcane spirits really only drop from wraiths, so we're gonna have to hunt these guys. Luckily they have 0 armor, so we can actually get a good amount of it. It is a little spooky that they make different sounds, but I'm just gonna have to deal with that. Well, it turns out I'm gonna have to farm quite a lot of stuff. Endermen and the wraiths drop these arcane spirits, but it seems like they don't spawn as often as the other ones, so I'm gonna go ahead and make ourselves the Soul Stained Scythe, as I think we can make it now. We're gonna need 16 earthen spirits, which is about half as this. Yep, there we go. 16 earthen, 8 wicked, there we go, 8 wicked, and 8 arcane, which is all the ones I've farmed from now, 4 soul stained steel, 2 hex ash, and 4 of the other thing. Where's the other thing? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's gonna make our crude scythe. Now let's see. So I'm not quite sure. Okay, so we should put it there. Then the spirits go on the pedestal. And then this stuff goes over here. And it's working. Nice. So now that we have the upgraded scythe, that should let us get more spirit from each kill. And there we go. The Soul Stained Steel Scythe. The upgraded version with better damage and improved spirit harvesting, crafted through spirit infusion. An ancient blade. Interesting. Turving. Never crafted that before. But that was all of my magical dust, the arcane spirit, so now we gotta get even more, especially if we want to finish out the set here. To actually infuse the rest of the armor, each one will take 2, so we'll need another 8. Luckily, I think this one should be easier. Twisted Rock will also take some, but you only need a couple of this, and we can make it from Blackstone. I gotta say, I didn't really expect the pack to start off being so grindy, but I think that's more of it being a cost of using malum. Okay, so I think... Oh, I need more Wicked Spirit here. Because I'm trying to upgrade all the iron armor to the malum armor. But man, it's mostly just fly down, slay a bunch of creatures, and then use the spirit to craft this soul-stained steel ingot. But I think once I have 12... Okay, maybe 11 is enough? Let's see. Alright, perfect. I had just enough to make 16 of this. But now to actually use this to make the armor, I need to get even more materials, because I need like a stack of earthen, which I have, which is nice. We're going to need a stack of earthen, half a stack of wicked, 8 arcane, some more soulstone, and twisted rock, which I already made. Now luckily, the soulstone conversion is pretty easy. That's not really a problem. We just gotta go get some more, and slay some more creatures. Okay, so after another 20 minutes of grinding, I think I have everything we need to infuse the armor. So now I'll pop this off, and now that I think about it, I probably had the items. I just forgot I had them on here. So, to infuse, Twisted Rock and the Soul Stain go on the sides. Then take the armor. Don't put it on. And take Earthen Spirit, Wicked Spirit, Arcane Spirit to transform it into the Malum Armor. And now that the iron leggings are transformed, we're gonna have the full set. Now, I gotta say, it's pretty nice they gave us these runewood obelisks to speed up the crafting, because otherwise, I think this would take a very long time. And there we go. So now that we completed that optional quest, I get twisted runestones and a magic skill point. Now we can use these on our soul-stained gear to give it Unbreaking 2. And put it on the booties. And now we're all set. We look pretty cool. Now how do I repair this? Can I just add a ingot? Okay, it doesn't look like I can repair it. I'm not actually sure. Huh. Guess I'll figure it out later. But now that that is done, we can focus on gathering enough materials to start the Philosopher's Stone. I now present to you the greatest invention since sliced bread. And I call it a hole in the ground. You dig a hole in the ground, and the mobs fall in. And then you make a second hole in the ground that connects it, and you could just farm them very easily. It's super handy. Now, the only problem with this hole in the ground method is that the dire wolf thingamabobs can still hit you. They're extremely annoying, but it makes farming them a lot easier because the dire wolves are broken. I don't like them. They're very annoying. Anyways, though, we should now have enough materials to craft, and don't look at that. We're gonna do that later. I can't actually craft I was trying to craft the energy condenser, but the obsidian does not accept obsidian pillar tops for some reason. So I think I'm gonna have to do some like wizardry to turn one back into the other. Anyways, though, we should be able to craft ourselves the Philosopher's Stone, which will take 8 Eldritch Spirits. Oh, and I finally figured out how to upgrade this thing. We're going to need Eldritch Spirit, Arcane Spirit, Hex Ash Redstone, Soul Stained Steel, Hex Ash Redstone, Soul Stained Steel Nugget, and some Rotten Flesh. So that should be everything we need in order to craft ourselves one Philosopher's Stone. Let's go ahead and grab this. 1, 2, 3. Eldritch Spirit and Arcane Spirit go on this. And then the middle part is an Ender Pearl. Now that should work. Unless I'm missing something. Why aren't you working? Eldritch Spirit, Arcane Spirit. Oh, the Rotten Flesh. There we go. Now we can make the Philosopher's Stone and continue with the quest book. And there we go. An alchemist's best friend. Can I just leave all the spirits in here? Like, do I have to keep manually adding them, or can I just leave them, like, all attached to the altar? I'm not actually sure what's the best, like, use case for that. Throw that in here. Okay, so now I should be able to take this obsidian pillar top, and if I make a hole in the ground, I can't convert it. Interesting. Okay, that might be an issue. But completing the quest gives us a Kleinstar Ein and one more Helheim skill point. Oh, maybe I needed some energy to do that. Okay, let me get these guys into the hole real quick and then I'll try again. Okay, seems like obsidian pillar top is not valid, so instead we're going to need a compass to locate some peaks. So first we make a regular compass, and then we can make it into a nature's compass using our saplings and wood. And then it said I need to locate jagged peaks, crystal peaks, crystal peak, crystal peaks, search. 1,000 blocks in that direction. Why? Okay, well the compass says Void Barrens. Interesting. Well, it says it's right here, but there's nothing here. Hello? M for map. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay, here we go. I was able to locate it by myself, because for some reason the compass didn't want to actually work. So now we can actually harvest a bunch of this obsidian here and bring it back to the base. Okay, so now we can take our alchemical chest and turn it into an energy condenser. And now I should be able to just put obsidian in here, and if I take the chipped obsidian, throw that in there, we can convert it 1-to-1. Perfect. The power of the sun. But this is mostly just to charge up the Kleinstar over anything else. But it does give us the energy collector Mach 2, so we can actually just use that. So if we go ahead and, maybe I'll put it, no, I'll just expand the platform out a little bit more. So we're going to make a classic power flower. So we take some glowstone dust, put that in there. And then we can just convert that using, say, nether quartz to make more glowstone. And what is a good amount? We can convert all these bones. I really don't need them. Convert the bones into glowstone dust, and then I can take my Kleinstar Ein. And can I put you in here to charge it? I think that's draining it? No, it's storing it. Okay, so that's storing the EMC. Grab the glowstone dust, Shift K to convert this into blocks, and then we just surround this. And now we're generating EMC. Amazing. Then put that back in there, do that so we can make more if we want it. And now that I have obsidian, I should be able to also craft a repair pylon, or actually, I don't have infernal spirit. I don't think we can get that yet. We might have to get that, like, later. We might have to get it after we defeat Hell. But alright, now that we have obsidian, we can convert this into lava. Let me swap this real quick. To get a bucket of lava. Now, why do we need a bucket of lava? Unlimited food. When lava comes into contact with this purple carbonated fluid under the glass, it hardens instantly, converting it into edible rock. If I set this up correctly, I should have an infinite source of food. Make a cobblestone generator with lava and purple grape soda. Interesting. Now this works as a crafting grid, right? Yes, it does. So let's see here. Bucket. Now it said that there's purple carbonated soda under this thing, which I'm guessing is this stuff. Immortal glass viewer. Oh, it's also worth a very good amount of EMC, so let's grab this. A bucket of purple soda. Let's go ahead and make a cobblestone generator using this. Over at the base, we can get unlimited rock candy. And there we go. Orange rock candy. Unlimited food. Not eaten yet. What does it taste like? Hopefully like something delicious. And does this have any other use? You can wash it with soap to make white rock candy, and you can feed it to the gourmand dynamo. Cool. I mean, it's infinite free food, so I guess that's the main benefit there. And you get some more. Other realm spirits. By powering the Philosopher's Stone with redstone, I can transmute Helheim's inhabitants and gather new spirit crystal types. Acquire aqueous and earthen crystals by shapeshifting other creatures. Oh, so I don't need to go to the new place yet. And I think you can transmit glowstone in here, right? To make more stuff? I think that works. So, if I do this, and then grab the Philosopher's Stone, and sort the inventory, it's a pretty big waste of space, I'm going to convert that. If we fly over the hole in the ground, all of the mobs are going to seamlessly walk inside, and then we can convert them into the overworld equivalents. So now if we come down here, shift right click, I thought it said shift right click to transmute them. Oh, you have to hit R. Okay, R is also to reload the shader, so I need to disable that. What? A glue moth? Interesting. Dead thrall. Husk. Wraith. Husk. Enderman. Cool. Huh, I got a husk trophy for that. Interesting. I guess it's probably just from... It's probably just a random chance from slaying mobs. I don't really need that though, I'll put you right over here. But we did get one infernal spirit from slaying a husk, and some warp flux. So we can also get aerial spirit from I think the moths. So I just have to convert a bunch of them until we can finish off the quest, and that also means I could make the repair pylon if we can get enough of these other ones. Now we can go ahead and make ourselves an antimatter relay. So now I should be able to just pop this guy here, put you there. You're generating, cool, alchemical coal. Put that in here, and that should let me recharge the Klein Star even faster. Perfect, because the relay will take the energy from both energy collectors and store it into itself for later. So now we can store tons of EMC. And it should also let us craft stuff, right? Like I can do this into here, yeah, to put it in there, and then I think you can change it? Like if I do this? No, I think that just eats it. I'm not quite sure what the quest book means by that. Oh, convert items into EMC. Gotcha. Okay, so it's... How is that any different from the energy condenser chest, though? Not quite sure. With access to spirits from other realms, I can now begin actually making tools from those realms. Clay shall prove to be another malleable and... I think they meant to put valuable, not malleable, and versatile material. Task, use spirit infusion to make elemental essences in clay. So we need water essence and dirt essence. Water is aqueous and amethyst dust. Aqueous, right here. Amethyst dust. And what was the other one? Dirt essence is sand and earth essence. Wait a minute. Oh, dirt essence is sand and earth. Earth is earthen and amethyst. Earthen and amethyst. Now if I just come up here and grab these, aqueous, earthen, and then take a little bit... Oh, but since I have all of them in here, I don't think it's going to work. So I think that's why you can't just leave everything on this. You actually have to manage it. So amethyst dust, and we'll do 2 aqueous. We'll make water essence. Now we need earthen spirit, and I don't want too many. 2 earthen spirit will make the earth essence. Then we can combine this with sand to make dirt essence. And now we can take the dirt essence, combine it with the water to make clay. And then we can take the clay and put it in here to make even more clay. Now why do I need clay for? Clay blocks. Tinker's Forging. The weapons and gear I've made have and will continue to prove useful for a while, but if I wish to truly become a master craftsman like the dwarves, I'll need to dirty my hands and become a tinkerer. I don't have the dwarves' massive forges or automatic methods of resource extraction, so I'll have to turn sand into gravel. Acquire seared bricks by smelting grout. 1 clay, 1 gravel, 1 tar, or sand, or 1 block of clay, 4 sand. I think that's exactly the same, it's just a multiple of 4, so it doesn't matter too much, but we're going to need clay, sand, and gravel. So we can take our Klein Star, put that in here. Wait a minute, if I put the Klein Star in here, does it eat it? I think it just drains the energy, right? It eats it! You gotta love automatic backups. All I lost is 3 minutes of progress, so I just have to remake the mystical essence. Not a problem at all. At least we got back our Klein Star, which is perfect. Into seared bricks, and seared bricks has EMC, so I don't even have to cook this. You just throw the seared brick in here to make more seared brick. And now that we have the seared bricks, we can get more seared bricks. Now, I'm guessing the shaders are the reason we can't actually see the liquid in the melter, but it is in there, as you can see. And you can't see it get poured either, but when you pour the copper onto the seared bricks, you make the smeltery controller. And now that we have that, we can break down this, and then just remake it with a full smeltery. Advancement made. The mighty smeltery. With liquid soul, because I burned myself in it. Let's see, I want to reset that. I don't want any liquid soul in there for right now. But we do need to throw some people inside of it later on. go ahead and throw this on there. Now I'm not quite sure what we're... Oh, I need it to cast tools. So I actually need to make this guy the seared casting table. And that completes that quest. Nice. Throw this right here. You're right there. And I think we just completed a bunch of stuff over here in the tab Forged by Brockar. Seared smelter, copper cans. Smeltery, cast starter kit. Okay, that's phenomenal. I love that. But now I need to make the... What's the... It's a table, right? Cast table. No, it's not a cast table. What is it called? There we go. The cast chest. So I just need a chest and any cast to make ourselves this. And what did it take? I think it took the helmet, right? It took something. I'm not quite sure. No, the helmet's right here. It took the chest plate. So then we could just place this chest right over here and store all the casts inside for later use. Interesting. Okay, so if we want to make the Tinker's Anvil, we have to use amethyst bronze as the base. And to make this, we need to mix copper and molten amethyst. And it looks like it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So we're going to need 27 copper and 27 amethyst, which is pretty easy to get, honestly. It's really not that difficult since we have EMC. So now we melt all of the amethyst with the copper to make our amethyst bronze. And I just made it even bigger because it's like, grout is so cheap, there's really no point in saving it. So now we have 3 blocks. Go ahead and convert this into the faucet. It's a little annoying I can't actually see it drain, but I guess I'll get used to it. Now we could take our blocks of amethyst bronze and make ourselves one Tinker's Anvil. Quest completed. Do we get a reward for this? We don't. Freyr's Market. Binding the spirit of the god Freyr within an ender pearl will summon him to trade farmable resources with me if I can provide enough unrefined spirits. Although I can hoe and plant crops without water, crops planted on unhydrated farmland will grow very slowly. I'll have to depend on bone meal until I can get better soil. Now to make this, we just take an ender pearl, earthen spirit, iron trapdoor, 2 logs, and 2 dirt essence to bind the godliness to the ender pearl. If that's all it takes to bind a god, I can see why we were struck down so very easily. And there we go. Freyr's Market. Okay, that's funny. Can I still use it, even though he fell down? You can, perfect. Other, we can purchase bone meal for 1 unrefined spirit. Okay, everything costs unrefined spirit. Gotcha. That's about it, though. How do I get unrefined spirit? Smelt any spirit to get unrefined. Okay, that's very easy. We have the most of the wicked spirit, so we'll take 26 of this. And there's no way to duplicate these, so we just have to farm them from fighting mobs. There we go, 1 unrefined spirit to finish off the quest, and it gives us a bountiful blessing of mutton wraps. Nice. Now it looks like we'll also need these to make oh, we can make them into sacred spirits using blood magic. Interesting. I'm gonna hoard those for now, I guess I don't need them. Alchemical calcs. Human knowledge can prove useful to my needs once more through alchemy. Some humans consider this the foundation of all things, but we see it as nothing more than another tool in our arsenal. The alchemical impetus will allow me to transmute and craft many more useful resources, tools, and eventually weapons. Task. Begin the journey into alchemy. So to make alchemical calcs, we'll need 2 arcane spirits, 2 earthen, and 2 aqueous, and 4 clay. So we put the clay in the middle, add all of these spirits, and this will make our alchemical calcs. And there we go, the first of 4 and now 8, alchemical calcs. Then to make alchemical impetus, we need 4 earthen spirit, 2 arcane spirit, some hex ash and processed soulstone in order to make alchemical impetus. Spirit repair, interesting. So if we break them, we can repair them in the repair pylon. So I might want to make one of these. It's just a very expensive device. So now that we have some hex ash, throw our alchemical calcs here, add these spirits, process soulstone, and hex ash to turn it into, what is this? Alchemical impetus. And there we go, alchemical impetus. Now what exactly are we using this for? Chthonic gold and the spirit crucible. So they both lead to blood magic, so we might as well go down first and then go to chthonic gold. Spirit crucible. The Spirit Crucible is an old alchemical method of transmuting objects with spirits. This will give me access to more materials from other realms. So to craft this, we're going to need 12 Infernal Spirit, 4 Earthen Spirit, 2 Hex Ash, Tainted Rock, and Twisted Rock, along with a Furnace. So now we take a Furnace, add in 12 Infernal, 4 Earthen, 2 Hex Ash, 12 Twisted, and Tainted, to make the Spirit Infusion. Oh, the Spirit Crucible. And there we go, 1 Spirit Crucible. Now how do I use this thing? We are rewarded with a Boon of Spirits. I'm going to go ahead and take the Infernal Spirits right now because I just used them. Using Alchemy and the Spirit Crucible, I can create Blazing Quartz, a source of heat and light with mysterious alchemical and magical properties. Now we're going to combine 2 Infernal Spirit, 2 Arcane Spirit with the Alchemical Impetus, and that's going to get us 4 Blazing Quartz. Now it seems pretty straightforward to use, so we'll plop it down right here. So I also needed, what did I need for this? 2 Arcane Spirit. So now we place the Alchemical Impetus inside, add 2 Arcane, 2 Infernal, and it should make Blazing Quartz. And there we go. Oh, and the Alchemical Impetus has durability, it doesn't get used up all at once. Okay, that's very useful. Now we have Blazing Quartz, that doesn't do anything for us except get us a bit closer to the Blood Altar. And now we need to make chthonic gold. Gold has long been among the most sought after materials for its purity, beauty, worth, and alchemical and magical properties, even among gods. Alas, such a valuable material would never be found here in Helheim, but through alchemy, I can create an alternative, not as versatile, but still just as useful for my current needs. Task: combine alchemy and spirit infusion to create chthonic gold. So we just need to combine the Alchemical Impetus with 2 Arcane Spirit and 2 Eldritch Spirit. Seems pretty easy. So take our Alchemical Impetus, add 4 Eldritch and 4 Arcane, and that will make chthonic gold. There we go, chthonic gold. Now that one does look like it eats the entire Alchemical Impetus, which is interesting. We get 1 Helheim skill point, and then, oh interesting, so we're already unlocking Ars Nouveau. We can craft an imbuement changer using the chthonic gold fragments, but we also unlock blood magic. But I'm sad to say, this episode has gone on quite long enough. We're gonna be leaving blood magic and the rest to the next episode, but as always, I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you all next time.